Hello, world and universe. Welcome to the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. And for those who have been following me, thank you, and please continue to do so. And share this commentary with people you think will find it informative. And my goodness, I got a whopper for you today. If anybody's heard about this in Oklahoma, mom holds HIV positive husband at gunpoint when she finds him raping her daughter. Donovan Scott Shepard is the gentleman's name. And here's the story. An Oklahoma mother held an HIV positive youth sports coach at gunpoint after finding him sexually abusing her young daughter inside her home. So he was a stepfather. He raped me, is what the young lady said. An unidentified 12-year-old girl told investigators this month after her mother made the discovery in her Oklahoma City home. Police said suspect Donovan Scott Shepard, 39, had gotten into a bar fight on January 13th and was picked up by the mother, with whom he was living with at the time. The youth girl was asleep in the home when Donovan Shepard and the mother returned, with the mother going to bed soon thereafter. The mother, who awoke and soon found Shepard raping her daughter. She pulled a gun out on him and held him there as she called the police. And Shepard had been a youth baseball coach for a team called the Oklahoma Aftermath for the last several years. This gentleman has been a youth coach while he's raping his stepdaughter at home. He reportedly admitted to the police that he was HIV positive and he was not using a condom during the alleged assault. Unbelievable. The girl told investigators that it wasn't the first time Shepard allegedly raped her, saying that 6 other similar attacks had occurred since she was 11 years old. One of the attacks included Shepard allegedly raping her on her 12th birthday. This man is a monster. What in the world could this mother, she didn't see any signs or symptoms whatsoever by bringing this monster into her home? Shepard is not the biological father of this young lady, and there's no way that she didn't see any signs. I always talk about on my videos about utilizing the 5 senses that God has given us. We have become complete slaves to technology, and we do not use our gut instinct anymore. And I always tell people all the time, I'm from the south side of Chicago. To survive that, and even the city of St. Louis, before we had these technological advances with computers and iPhones and cell phones, I had to be on a swivel and go on my instinct to survive the chaos with gang violence in the 70s and 80s in Chicago and just urban life as a whole. But Shepard was arrested and is being held on a $500,000 bond at the Cleveland County Jail. He was hit with a bevy of charges, including lewd or indecent proposals or acts to a child, engaging in a pattern of criminal offenses, exposing someone to AIDS, rape in the first degree, and rape by instrumentation. What a story. I couldn't wait to give this story to my listeners and followers. And these crimes took place between 2022 all the way up to 2024 here this month. And the man had been a youth baseball coach. I just wonder how the mother did not see any of the signs and symptoms that this man had any kind of demonic issues that were taking place. I don't know how long they had been together, but you would think, her being a grown woman and having a daughter in the house, that she was vetting him for at least a year, 2 years, 3 years before she decided to allow this person into her home. But this is definitely a measuring stick for single women. There are divorces at an all-time high, whether you're black or white. There are too many fatherless homes, biological fatherless homes, where single mothers are raising these children today. They have a bevy of issues they have to deal with going to work, taking care of their kids at home. So there are many distractions. But man, she missed a big one. And where was this young lady's father, even though the mother and the father, biological father, weren't together? Where was the father in his daughter's life? We have too many men that are getting divorced or leaving their children behind, and then they are abstaining for their responsibilities as fathers. And this is a clear example of this young lady, this little girl, was somehow left to fend for herself to a certain degree. If this man was abusing this young lady for over a year and the mother was not aware of it at all. So there has to be some accountability on the mother for just ignoring or not paying attention to the little signs and symptoms that there was an individual in the home who would commit these kinds of crimes upon her daughter. I think the last thing that mother was trying to do was to bring harm inside her house. And did the mother know that he was HIV positive? There are so many questions in this story that I want my viewers to take a look at and listen to, and maybe you all can come up with some answers. But for this mother to make this poor decision on Mr. Shepherd, Donovan Scott Shepherd, and to allow him into her home, into her comfort zone, and then he commits to committing these heinous sexual misconduct actions on her daughter, man, this is going to stick with the mother forever, and it's definitely going to stick with the young lady, the little girl, the rest of her life. You're talking about PTSD, you're talking about rape, you're talking about her needing psychological assessment and some counseling. The mother needs counseling. And I'm surprised that she didn't shoot and kill him when she caught him in the act of raping her daughter. There had to be a plethora of dysfunction that was going on inside that house for all of this to be taking place right under the mother's nose. And so this is definitely a measuring stick for single women, and especially mothers, to vet, to pay attention, not just Google the person, but to pay attention to your interactions and your relationship bonding with men that you are dating and you don't have a long history with. This man was bringing HIV into the home, and then he also brought in that he wanted the daughter more than he wanted the mother. And I give her all the respect in the world that she didn't just blow his head off and make a rash decision. Then this young lady would have been without a mother, and I don't know where her biological father is. And maybe the mother thought about that before just killing this gentleman. But yes, and the irony in all of it, the hypocrisy, is that he was a youth baseball coach in Oklahoma. So he's out trying to mentor and take care of kids, I'm assuming male little boys or young men, but he's going back home and he is raping his wife and or girlfriend's daughter with HIV. Sad commentary. Please tell me what you think. Women have to make sure that they vet these individuals that you bring into your home. Sometimes there's more chaos inside the house than outside in the community, and we have to straighten all of that out. This has been a Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth in the right and positive, God-fearing way.